That was hilarious, wasn't it? Oh my goodness. Okay. So I just want to make sure that this is working. So while I have you guys on with me, I'm just going to hop on and make sure that we are streaming live. So boom, boom, boom. Maybe in comments you can say, yep, you're live, girl. Or not. Okay, hopping in the group just to make sure, and we will get this presentation started because I totally want to respect everybody's time today. All right. Can I get a thumbs up if you can hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, there we go. You can hear me, right? Question mark. Can you hear me? Okay. All right, I'm gonna continue. So welcome to the Swag Strategy and Sales Masterclass. I am Jamie Young. I'm a speaker, but I'm also the founder and the creator of the Swag Strategy and Sales System. I'm super passionate about helping businesses generate more business through generosity. So if you're as excited as I am to learn 3 ways to generate more leads and clients through generosity, give me a thumbs up in comments if you are excited to learn and grow with me today. Okay, let's talk about why. The reason why we are here, why you're on this call, because we're all business owners and we're feeling it. We live in a really high-tech world. Low touches is the norm, right? What I mean by that is, I don't know about your inbox, mine's really full. I don't know about the notifications in your social media accounts. It's crazy. There's people like me on your airways trying to get your attention. Truthfully, though, the marketplace is craving connection. We are craving eye contact. We are craving handshakes. We are craving the old school methods of mailing letters, getting handwritten mail. At some point, and I don't know exactly when that was, that went away. People started buying gift cards for presents, right? That's just not thoughtful. Gifts are thoughtful. Thinking about somebody, knowing somebody's birthday, recognizing any special holidays, that is all super thoughtful. Ultimately, you're on this call today to learn about growing your business through generosity. So I want you to be memorable. I want you to stay top of mind. I want you to get top of mind, and I want you to stay there. When this is done properly with great strategy, the return on your investment is hard to beat. So we are going to move on to problems businesses are feeling. Businesses are feeling invisible, feeling like there's not enough hot leads out there. They're just blending in, and marketing's overwhelming. I'm a business owner. Marketing is super overwhelming. What to do? Click funnel this and workflow that and blah, 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 blah. I hired someone to help me this time. Dave, if you're on the call, thank you so much. I adore you. Over at Cognisis Marketing. Thank you. So anyways, when it comes to swag though, here's the pain points. Businesses feel like they just can't afford swag. Ultimately, they don't know what to do with it if they had it. That's why I'm super excited that you're here with me today, because you may be feeling that way. You may feel like, well, I'd like to add swag to my business, but what do I get? What do I do? How do I deploy it? I'm going to pause for 1 second. I'm just going to take a look. As you guys come on, just give me a thumbs up. Give me a hello if you are here. All right, moving back on. We are going to go to the next page. There. Question. Are you using gifts to grow your business right now? Drop a comment down below. Let me know if you are using gifts to grow your business. Are you interested in using gifts to grow your business? There we go. Now I can see both screens. Isn't this incredible? All I had to do was a split screen. Wait, but I don't even know what I'm doing over there. Okay, I need to stop. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, I'm not technology, whatever. I'm making up a word right now. Okay, moving that down. You guys can still see the screen just fine, right? All right. Am I a hot mess right now? Maybe I am. I didn't think I was. Okay, here we go. Are you using gifts to grow your business? Across every generation. Now, what I'm sharing with you is a study that was produced by the Promotional Products Advertising Institute. And what the study was, it was to show how did generations feel about promotional products, right? What was their opinion of it? And across every single generation, millennials, baby boomers, all the generations said that the #1 most effective form of advertising above all else was promotional products. This is on top of TV, on top of print, radio, online. So the power of your brand on the right merchandise, the proof is in the facts. So let that resonate with you. True or false? Let's just dive in. Again, the studies show 79%, and this is the consumer's reaction. This is what we're talking about here. This is the consumer receiving a promotional product. 79% of people that received a branded promotional product, we're talking swagger gifts, went and researched that company if they didn't already know who they were, right? So if they're getting a shirt with some branding on it, if they're getting a reusable bag, if they're getting a gift, if they're getting something, who is this company? They're now curious. 81% of people keep promotional products for over a year. That's why it's so important, folks, to make sure that you're giving something that has a life to it. 72%. This is like truth right here. 72% believe that the quality of the promotional product you're giving them equals the reputation of the company. Yeah. Everybody wants, I like to use the word economical, right? Because when I hear the word cheap, I think of something that breaks and I think of something that gets thrown away quickly. So I just think that there are a lot of great ways to spend 99 cents. I've got some great options. If you're looking to spend 25 cents, it's going to limit our choices significantly. Now I want you to grab your pens. This is a writer downer, okay? This is a writer downer. I'm just checking to see. I'm just going to look at the stream here. So the writer downer is, oh, where'd my screens go? Am I driving you guys crazy? There we go. 85% of people are more likely to do business with a brand that gave them a branded promotional product. 85%. So if you have warm leads that you are massaging and they just haven't come on board, you should definitely consider massaging those warm leads. My story. Some of you here might already know my story, but for those of you who do not, I come from hospitality. I used to run restaurants. I used to run hotels. I also used to sell Google by phone in like a cold call, one call close environment. I really didn't think it was going to be my jam. I ended up being really good at it. So when you take the hospitality side of me, and then you take the sales side of me, I guess you get me. So back in 2013, I was in a major transition in my life. I was going through a divorce. I had 3 part-time jobs just to reset and rebuild my life at the age of 33. And one of those jobs was a part-time position over at the Portland Women's Expo. And I was hired with that company to come on board and onboard new vendors, onboard new sponsors. And it ended up going really well. I loved it, and I was really good at it. So I quickly was promoted, ended up becoming a full-time job for myself. And with that very first year, I learned a lot of what I know today and what my business provides today. And what it was is, in those calls to those vendors who participated 2 weeks after the event happened, I had to call them. The intentions of that call was for renewals. And I learned so much in those calls because I was on the call with vendors who were really successful and vendors who were not successful at the trade show. And what I learned from those vendors who were successful, I was so curious. I wanted to know what they were doing, what were their goals going into it, how was I getting somebody to renew in a trade show 13 months in advance? They were willing to put all the money on the line, secure their same spot for the next year. Because if I were to share those stories of success with the vendors who were not seeing success, would I be supplying them with tools to be successful? Yes. So that's what I started doing. Is I would get on the phone with somebody who did not have a great show in their minds, no ROI, not interested in coming back, and I would ask them, well, what were your goals? And they would say brand awareness. And that was the constant with every single vendor that didn't have a great show. The constant goal was brand awareness. And I learned that is not enough. Because the vendors that were succeeding, brand awareness was low on the list. What they were there for was measurable results. So they were measuring something. They had lead magnets. They had some type of game or an activity to encourage them to fill out a lead form. Some of them were just there to build their audience on social media. So what I learned was, again, number 1, what are your goals, right? Number 2, what's your engagement plan? And number 3, what I like to say is the pay to play, right? Like, you want to play my game, but, you know, like, you have to kind of earn that opportunity. So I'm going to wrap that up real quick. From the Women's Expo, from 2013 till now, I turned their renewal rate percentage from 12%, which was back in 2012, to 70%, only by asking the right questions. I am really proud of those statistics. It took a lot of hard work. It took great guest service. I don't like to use the word customer service, but that is my history. That is who I am and where I'm at. In 2018, I decided to become promotional products distributor, right? So here I am, like, you know, getting on the phone with all these vendors and sharing tips and strategies how to lead gen and saying to bring in a game or an activity. But what's the prize, right? So I wasn't in the business back then. I said, well, give them a prize with your brand on it so they remember you. I'm your ideal client. I'm a female. I'm in my mid-30s. You know what I want rolling around at the bottom of my purse? An awesome lip balm, a compact mirror, a nail file with your brand on it. I'll keep those things. And then I'm going to remember you when it's time to call on your service. And they loved it. They were seeing great results. It was a great way to build and lead gen while they were there. But the only opportunity for them was to hop online. I never thought about becoming a promotional products broker. And I did. In 2018, I opened up Atta Girl Promotions. In 2019, I rebranded as Jamie Young Swag and Strategy because I had become known for the strategy. It's more than just swag. It's how does the swag generate business? And so that's where this all came from. That's how the formula was brought together. So let's dive in. We're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about 3 strategies to generate more loyalty, leads, and clients in your business. So who's super excited? Can I get a thumbs up in the chat? There we go. Now I can see you. Nope, not that one. I'm working off 2 computers here, guys. There we go. Nope, still can't see you. Well, that's fine. I know you guys can see my screen. All right, so what we're going to talk about today is renewal, referral, and retention opportunities. These are 3 underutilized strategies to generate deep loyalty and earn more sales from the community you've already created. We're also going to talk about virtual events and client attraction, how to use events to get the right people paying you, get them in the room, and convert them into more sales. Thirdly, we're going to talk about social media and direct mail campaigns to hook the big fish. Now, this is old school meets new school. We're going to blow past the competition with big paydays, big player attraction strategies to get your ideal clients on the phone. I threw in a bonus step for us today. We are going to talk about promo strategy. So I really like to throw this in because we kind of need to know a few things before we go start deploying strategies and picking out products. You guys need to know who your ideal client is. So if you haven't spent time on the avatar of your ideal client, it's super important to really get that figured out. And how do you want to spend your time marketing this year, right? So I always attach that to a measurement tool. Do you want to spend time email marketing, social media, snail mail? How do you want to spend your time marketing? Maybe it's a little bit of all of them. I say to maybe split it up in different quarters. Don't take on too much at one time. Where do your ideal clients gather? Because once you know where they gather, now you can seek opportunities to get in front of them. So a lot of my ideal clients are at networking events. So it's really great for me to go sponsor one of those networking events because the room is filled with mostly my ideal clients. Budget, right? Knowing your budget. I will tell you that 100%, like 100% of my clients don't have a budget set for something like this. And so it's super common. We'll talk about this later on in this class on how to look at a budget. So the problems businesses are feeling is, one, they have no budget and they're just winging it. They're throwing things at the wall in marketing hoping that it sticks. They're just not showing up in the right environment. Ultimately, they do not have a plan for marketing over the year. So these are some things I want you guys to take notes of. This is something you should be writing down. What is your first priority right now in your business? Is it lead gen? Is it converting warm leads into new clients? Is it converting referrals? Is it getting new business from your referrals? Retention, your current clients, making them loyal. And what about your referral partners? I will tell you most of my business comes from referrals. So who's referring you business right now? Is it your current clients? Do you have networking referral partners out there that are hand delivering business to you? So those are the things that were important. We're going to dive into our very first strategy: renewals, referrals, retention. So this opportunity, these are huge opportunities to generate deep loyalty, convert at a high rate, turn clients and your referral partners into a lead generating business building team. So these are clients and your referral partners that are literally bringing business to you. Really, because this is a little cliche, but your best clients will refer your best new clients. And so you need to really be massaging those relationships and showing up consistently, not in a salesy way, showing up in a supportive way. The renewal referral is called the 3 R's. So this really allows you to grow with less effort. They already know, like, and trust you. And my referral partners, again, hand deliver business right to me. They're out there raising their hands. The reason why building these 3 areas in your business is important, because we all know the 3 ways to grow your business. Sell more, raise your prices, and repeat sales. Right now, you are 5 times more likely to close a deal through an existing relationship. I agree with that. And renewals rock. It is 5 to 25 times cheaper to grow your business through existing clients than it is to go out and find new ones. So it's definitely working smarter and not harder. It is low-hanging fruit. I hate to say that, but it is. So they're really easy to get renewals if done properly. Also, in terms of referral partners, you cannot be at every networking event. But if you've spent time and you've built those relationships with your referral partners, they're raising their hands for you when they're out networking. It's also reciprocal to make sure that you're doing the same. Referral partners are extremely loyal, and they're an extension of your team. I do want to share a personal story with you. And this is a renewal campaign that I launched. And I launched this 2 weeks after we went into stay-at-home. The stay-at-home order was in place mid-March. And so the first week of April, I deployed 23 gifts. And these gifts were sent out to clients that have worked with me. So out of those 23 gifts, within 10 days, I received an email from one of those clients who needed to place a repeat order. I will tell you that was a $15,000 sale. That sale came at a time where I really needed it. And you know what I sent her? A small gift, and I sent her a note. In that note, it said, I just wanted to drop a message in your mailbox and let you know I was thinking about you. I hope you and your family are happy and healthy right now. Let me know how I can support you. In no way did I send her anything asking if she needed to place an order. I didn't send anything in that message trying to sell her in any way. I was just showing up from a very generous place. My business needed that sale. I'm really happy I sent 23 gifts to my past clients. But moving on. So the challenges that business owners feel in terms of renewals and their referral partners and keeping their clients loyal is they have no plan set to massage those relationships. They're literally just winging it, and they've got the new people syndrome, which they're always seeking new business, right? New business is great. But I will tell you that renewal business is fantastic. Referral business, I will tell you, the leaders in business, and you've probably heard this a million times, they don't need any help. They've got more business than they can handle, and it's all based on referrals. Some other challenges is businesses don't know what events to go to in terms of networking. Like, where should I go? How do I start that uncomfortable conversation? I used to be the awkward person in the corner. I think people feel like I'm really outgoing, and sometimes I am. Once I know people, but when I'm in a new environment, it's a little overwhelming. So here are a couple like icebreaker statements that you could use in a networking event. Right now, there's a lot of virtual ones. I've been making a lot of connections at virtual networking events. But here's a question when you're meeting someone for the first time. The question I ask them is, what problem do you solve for your clients? Because now I understand what I need to listen for in order for me to send a referral their way. Or what got you started in your industry. I love that one. Everybody has an incredible story on how they started their business. It's always fun. And this last one I love is, where else do you network? Because if you're meeting somebody that you're deeming super professional, you probably want to know who else they're hanging out with. So that's a great way to find out about other networking events. I do want to give you a campaign today. So I want to give you a takeaway when it comes to renewals, referrals, and retention. And so jot this campaign down. I want you to make a list. You don't have to make the list of your 5 or 10 top clients, but just write down a list of your top 5 to 10 clients. And I want you to mail out basically the note that I mailed out. The message is I wanted to check in with you, drop a message in your mailbox, and let you know I was thinking of you and your team. Now, if you're in the consumer-based business, you might say, let you know I was thinking about you and your family. But I'm B2B, so mine are all business owners. So I hope everyone is happy and healthy. Let me know if I can support you in any way. Super simple. And deploy campaigns like this either on a monthly basis, maybe on a quarterly basis. Don't try to do it every single week. That's going to be way too overwhelming. If you're on this call, you're eager, you're probably just as busy as I am. So focus in on a month-to-month basis, or maybe every quarter, depending on how many clients you've signed. We are going to dive into our second strategy, which is, we're just going to call it events and client attraction. This used to be live events, and then of course in the last 90 days I had to change it to virtual events. But the truth is, events are events, right? So my clients that used to host events live have had to transition to virtual events. And I will tell you, they are they're not upset, because they're seeing the registration counts triple right now. So when they used to have to rent a venue, have it catered, they were spending probably $75 per person. Now, of course, these are events that people were paying to go to. But so their registration has tripled. They are able to work with an audience way larger than before. And what they're doing is they're sending a swag box. Now, that's something that I would see in the live event industry, where a lot of events would use a swag bag to encourage either early registration or for people to line up early. That's their way of guaranteeing a lot of people there when the doors open, right? So a lot of the top event producers right now who are doing virtual events are sending these swag boxes. Now, most of their events you do have to pay to attend, and so typically the cost to attend is covering the cost to produce that swag box, because that swag box is now replacing the venue and the catering, etc. So I worked with one event producer who was spending about $45 a seat, another one that was spending about $75 a seat. So again, you can get that cost covered by charging for people to come to your class. But really it's to get butts in seats, right? That's why you have the cool swag box. People might be interested, oh, but they're gonna get a gift out of it. You're gonna find them signing up for it. Events is the best way to reach hundreds and thousands of people instantly. Where else can you lead gen at a rate higher than that? It's really hard. So there's many opportunities when location is no longer a barrier. And again, virtual events are seeing larger than ever attendance. So it's incredible. Some of the opportunities to consider, though, when it comes to events, think about sponsoring an event or co-sponsoring an event with a summit of other like-minded people. I've seen some great ones being produced, and usually it's with power partner teams. And so, think of who your best referral partners are. In my business, I get a lot of referrals from branding agencies, from marketing agencies. They're usually sending a lot of business my way because their clients are usually launching a big promotion and they need branded merchandise to make sure that promotion is super successful. So co-sponsoring a summit with a like-minded business. Speaking at someone else's event. I did that yesterday. I spoke at a lunch and learn for a mortgage company. So that was great because I got to connect with people that I didn't already know. And then hosting your own events like I'm doing today. The business events industry alone last year was responsible for a little over $1 trillion, and that was pumped into the global economy. That is a crazy number, but events are rocking. So I really hope that you'll consider adding events to your business strategy. The reason why it's important, though, is events are important for lead gen, building your social media audience, building your online community, brand awareness. You know how I feel about that, but really getting and staying top of mind. And then if you sell a tangible product, it's an opportunity to demonstrate your product, sample it out, and generate some retail sales. Today, events are super important for connection, prospect growth, hot leads, and big sales. Here are the challenges, though. Here are some of the problems businesses feel about events in general. Some businesses feel like they just can't afford to participate, that there's no return on their investment. They tried it and they didn't work, and that there's just a bunch of freebie seekers out there. Well, I will tell you, no matter what you do, you're going to come across a tire kicker. It happens all the time. You are always going to find somebody who just wants free resources. That's okay. So you can't discount doing events because of that. So the nightmare, though, is sitting on a Zoom with no audience, speaking to an audience who does not want to work with you. Those are nightmares. I'm here to save you from the nightmares. So I want to give you an opportunity. So here is a campaign for you guys. I'm actually going to give you an array of options. So think about what you want to do. Do you want to host your own webinar or class or shopping experience? Do you want to participate in a summit? Do you want to put one together? Do you want to go speak at someone else's event? Do you want to sponsor or co-sponsor an event where your ideal client's at that? Here are some goals that I want you to choose from. So what are you going to do while you're at these events? Are you there to book appointments? Are you there to build your email list? Do you want to build your social media audience? I have a client over at the Women's Expo. She wants nothing but Instagram followers because she sells directly from Instagram. That's where all of her sales are coming from. So she could care less about emails in her business. She's not set up to collect them. She doesn't want them. She just wants a larger Instagram audience. So you need to know what's important to you. And then another goal to choose from is selling product. You need to create an engagement plan, okay? So what is your game or your activity? What's going to drive them to your special event? Is it a swag box, right? Incentives for their registration, offering prizes if they show up live, right? So if you show up live during X, you could be entered to win Y. And repeat after me, you guys. Drop this in comments. Pay to play. Pay to play, right? People do not want to willingly give you their email address. They don't want to willingly follow you on social media, but they may want to win what you're giving away. So make sure that it's awesome, right? Because they're going to pay you with what you want so they can have the opportunity to win what you're giving. So it is that give to receive scenario, earning a chance to win. All right, we're like flying through this. We're onto our third strategy, which is social media and direct mail campaigns to hook your big fish. Showing up when your competition is not is just smart, right? This is like, I can't believe I haven't said it already. I'm probably going to say it a whole bunch now. Lumpy mail gets opened, okay? I hope you're laughing right now because lumpy mail gets opened. Based purely off curiosity, the open rate is through the roof when you send lumpy mail. So I will tell you, your competition is probably sending, they're probably printing off a letter. They're going to tri-fold it into a standard envelope and they're going to send that baby out and they're going to hope that it gets opened. You know what's probably going to happen, like I do, is I get all these marketing letters and flyers and I rip those babies up and I throw them away because they haven't done anything to capture my attention. But if I get lumpy mail, I'm like, what is this? And they open it. So as they're discovering what's in that lumpy envelope or bubble mailer, now the chance of them reading the whole reason why you're reaching out to them, that's what you're looking for. So we live in a super high-tech world and the marketplace is uber crowded, super crowded. People like me on your airways doing lives, trying to bring you into their classes. And snail mail is, some people think it's super 1985, like no value. I will tell you that sending mail, like handwritten mail these days, is a way to create deep connection. So if you use your social media and you use direct mail together, you are building connection with your community. You're standing out from your pack because, not your pack, from the pack, from your competition. And it's a great way to turn cold prospects into warm friends and clients. The reason why this is important, Facebook has over 2.4 billion people on their platform. So missing that opportunity is silly. I don't know if you can hear my 2-year-old crying in the back. Oh, she probably wants a popsicle or something. That said, though, the marketplace is crowded. It can be super impersonal. So having a connected strategy to stand out with your community to grow your business is what you should be doing. Try blending those offline and those online strategies to add that layer of impact and add that income. Here are the problems and the challenges businesses are feeling about that, though, is social media is overwhelming. How do I get people to notice me, engage, like, follow, da 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 da? And again, snail mail, boring, worried it's not gonna work, right? If you take a boring approach, it's not gonna work. You need to be sending incredible direct mail campaigns. I guarantee you, your clients are not your clients. Your competition is not. Both are extremely powerful. So say it one last time with me, you guys. Lumpy mail gets opened. Yes, lumpy mail gets opened. I want to give you a strategy here, though. And this is one way that you can move forward. And I'm actually going to give you like 4 things to choose from. So think about ways to use social media. Think about gift with purchase, newsletter sign-up promotion, gaining more reviews and testimonials. There's a business right here in town that has a brick and mortar. I think they just got to reopen recently, so happy for them. They reward reviews onto Yelp with an awesome branded mug. So they have the cutest little mug that they branded, and they know when somebody leaves that experience and they're right there in their lobby, that it's the best time to get a review, because once they leave, it's really hard to get them to put the effort into writing a review about their service. And so if they're willing to do it right there in the lobby, leave a review, they get to take a branded mug home with them. I think it's brilliant. Also, another social media option is hosting an online class or workshop. So I have a lot of campaigns written. I have, I think, 15 promotional marketing strategy campaigns written right now. Today you're here just, I want to give you a few things to jot down when it comes to promotions. Think about maybe a new client gift, doing a prospecting gift through a field day, quarterly gifting, who are your top 10 prospects, your top 10 clients, putting together a quarterly gifting strategy. And this is for direct mail, right? What about holiday gifts? You guys, I'm not talking about Christmas. Everybody sends Christmas gifts. How many times I hear from people that get Christmas gifts and it's just like the same thing. There are so many holidays that you could be focusing on. Like February has National Hoodie Day. Well, actually, I'm going to share a couple here with you. So July 7th, which is right around the corner, is World Chocolate Day. I love chocolate. Send a chocolate gift with a card. July 30th is International Day of Friendship. I have a supplier that has these super cute pocket gardens and has the seed papers in there. So if you plant the paper that is the shape of a carrot, that paper is going to grow a carrot. If you plant the seeded paper that's the shape of a basil, it's going to grow basil. It's super adorable, super affordable, but you can toss something like that in an envelope with a nice little ladder, and that's a great way to show up friendly. August 10th is National Lazy Day. Send like some cozy socks or a mug with some tea in it. Lastly, August 15th is National Relaxation Day. Send some spa products or one of those hand massagers, you know. I have this one client in Portland that has these little sleep masks, right? And it says, "Shh, I'm sleeping" on it. And that was a hotel, a little swanky hotel down there. So drop in chat if you want me to send you a copy of the national list of holidays. Gosh, I think there's like 10, probably on average about 10 holidays per month. Some of them are just really fun. Some of them are not, like National Donut Day. I mean, there are promotions you can build around national holidays. Okay, again though, this is all a great start. So I hope you have some great takeaways. I do want to share a story with you though, in terms of a social media promotion. So I have a client that had mailed out it was a free gift. And so if somebody was interested, she was going to mail it out to them. And she put a handwritten letter on there, just thanking them for taking the time and their interest. And she earned a $12,000 client out of that. So just by taking that special approach and standing out differently and showing up differently, not doing the PDF download, but literally sending them the free gift, she got a $12,000 client out of that. So I'm going to throw in a bonus strategy for you today because I really feel like oops, you guys can't see this. You can see it now. The revenue roadmap creation. This is super important because we get to kind of figure out budgets, right? So far we have talked about renewals, referrals, retention. We've talked about virtual events and client attraction. We've talked about social media and direct mail campaigns that work. So right now it's important to talk about your custom revenue roadmap. This is where the rubber meets the road. So we're going to activate your gift marketing plan into a clear, strategic, deployable schedule of campaigns. So the challenges that businesses feel about putting together promotional products is they just don't know where to start. What's the strategy? What's my end game? I don't think I have a budget, at least I don't know, because most people don't have one set. But none of this matters if you're not making money. So let's play with some numbers here. So first off, you need to answer this question: what is a new client worth to you? What is a new client worth to you? If you can write a number down and put an average down, that is a really good start when it comes to setting a budget. My clients usually fall in 1 to 2 categories. Category number 1, my clients want to spend between $1 and $3 for a gift. So a gift like that is probably going to be a mug or a tech item or a calendar or a tote bag or a kitchen tool or a journal. And these gifts are usually meant for prospects in warm leads. So that's usually what that is. So if you were to buy maybe 500 gifts or 250 gifts, that you're spending between $250 to $1,200 depending on kind of where you're at. So you can really play with those numbers. I mean, if your budget's really only $250, I mean, my last client that deployed a direct mail campaign for warm leads, it was only 150 prospects. And so, you know, when we're looking at, is this a $2 gift, a $3 gift, or a $1 gift? You know, it's something that was mailed out. So how many clients, you've got your number on what a client's worth to you. How many clients do you need to convert to recoup that investment? The second bucket of clients that I work with are spending between $10 and $50 per item. This is usually more of a client gift or a referral partner gift. So in this price range, you could be getting custom games, home goods, personalized gift baskets, spa gifts, tea, whiskey, coffee gifts. So if you were to send this to your top 10 clients, your investment would be between $100 and $500, right? So again, how much is a new client worth to recoup your investment? Okay. I hope you're still with me. I hope you're still having a blast. There's more to learn. This was a great start today to talk about those 3 simple strategies. But when my clients work with me, we write a strategy for them. We find out what the best gifts are that are on brand for them. What will people keep and not throw away? Because what I've preached from day one is if you're going to give anything, make sure that it's useful, unique, and unforgettable. You've probably heard this a million times, but people might forget what you've said to them, but they will never forget how you made them feel. So maximize the fact that 85% of people choose to do business with brands who gave them something. So I hope you guys have had some ideas and some aha moments today. The key is to have a plan, identify and create opportunities, increase your retention in your business, and attract and close more clients. And to do it with goodwill and generosity. Here's the dream though. The dream that I have for you, and I want you to close your eyes. Imagine if every ideal client you ever met could instantly remember your name, could refer you when they saw the need. Because I want you to quit chasing clients, become a client magnet, and create more loyalty. Here's the gap though. Here's the gap from what you learned today and how to go build your strategy. Is access. Is everybody wants access to my promotional strategy campaigns. These are the campaigns that drive results. The gap is, what is your custom roadmap? Where are you going to start? What are the best gifts for your business? Because what I give is not going to be what you should give. It's very specific to your ideal client. When are you going to deploy these items? And what are your first priorities? I hope you figured that out earlier when we talked about priorities. What is your first priority in growing your business? Now, because of the gap, I do have a couple of resources I want to give you. Don't worry about screenshotting this because I'll send it to you. So I do want to give you access to all of my top 10 lists. The reason why these lists are built out, because every single day, somebody asks me, what are the best gifts to give? And that is not the same for every business. So I'm B2B. So the top gifts for B2B, you'll see top centers, top 10 business gifts. Well, what if you're a consumer-based business? That's not really going to make a lot of sense, right? So then we've got the consumer gifts. I've got a lot of clients who are super, it's really important to them that their brand does not go on anything that isn't earth-friendly. So being very cautious on what are you going to put marketing dollars into that are not going to harm the earth. So eco-friendly gifts are a great way. Anyway, so I will go ahead and just drop in comments if you want a copy of this. Just send me a little private message with your email address, and I'll make sure to send these to you. But make sure to let me know if you want them. So I'm super excited because tonight is the first time that I'm revealing the quarterly curated swag and strategy plan. Now, this was put together because what I've learned over the last few years in business is what people ultimately want from me. People ultimately want to know what's the best swag for my business, right? What's hot for the season? Like what's great to give in January is not something you're going to want to give in the month of August, right? So you have to have different options. So businesses that come into this program, the quarterly curated swag and strategy program, are going to get from me hand-selected swag recommendations for their business based on the season quarterly. They're also going to get custom strategy ideas for prospect gifts, new client gifts, referral retention, and referral partners. You're going to also get a new client's kickoff call with me. So that's like a swag and strategy customization call. So I can help point you in the right direction for the best swag and the best strategy for your business. So you're going to get a private call with me. Since this is an annual program, you're going to get a call with me every quarter. So every quarter, we're going to have that check-in call, kind of talk about what your priorities are for the quarter. Are you focused on converting warm leads? Are you prospecting? Do you want referrals or renewals? So those are things that we're going to talk about. You're going to get access to my private Facebook group, which is not the one that we're in today, but my private Facebook group, which has all the resources and tools. So in there are my strategy campaigns that I've been building and deploying with current clients, with private clients. In there are also the top 10 lists. I've got red hot deals. There's just so many resources in that private Facebook group. What else here? Monthly group calls. So on a monthly basis, we'll come together on Zoom, and this is an opportunity for questions and answers, because on a quarterly basis, I'm going to be sending out the swag and the strategy recommendations, but you may have questions outside of that month that's deployed. So every month it's great, once you've decided what swag you've selected, what strategy you want to do, you may have questions outside of that. So that's super exciting. Moving on, I've got a little testimonial here from a client. So Caitlin came to me. She was participating in a trade show and needed some swag and some strategy. Something that we also did together recently is she has a brick and mortar. And I made the suggestion to her at one point about earning a passive income, right? So bringing in some branded merchandise that she could sell in her lobby that is incredible, that people would buy, that would have her logo on it, and they would essentially be paying her to go market her business. She thought it was a phenomenal idea. Her bottles are literally in production as we speak, so that's super exciting. But for anyone who is super fired up, I do want you to toss in the chat, I'm fired up, right? I'm fired up to learn more. So do you want to become a client magnet? Do you want to get in front of your competition, welcome new clients, increase your return on your investment, convert those leads over to clients, and have a deployment schedule, all while creating generosity and goodwill? Are you ready to build long-lasting client relationships, to work with those who want to work with you? I hope so. So everything that we've gone over today, the annual, we went through all the systems. We talked about the quarterly curated swag and strategy plan. We dove into strategies. Now, so the entire program value is $23.76. Now, today, I do want to extend this special value to you. And so if you didn't feel invisible, if you had plenty of leads right now, and if you did stand out and remain top of mind, and you had this strategy to generate more leads and clients generously, would you? So I do want to invite you into the quarterly curated swag and strategy plan for the special price of $5.96 today. And for the first 5 people that will type in chat right now that I'm in 100%, I'm going to give you a full strategy and customization session. It's a pretty incredible value. So you want to definitely set some time aside for that. Again, though, only the first 5 people are going to get that. If you type in chat, I'm 100% in. So if you're ready to start building relationships, if you're ready to start growing your business and cultivating goodwill and fostering a stronger company culture and deep loyalty, would your employees and your clients stay longer? Will they be your biggest fans? Imagine if you could generate more hot leads and clients with generosity. And what if you didn't need to chase people anymore? This is all possible with my swag and strategy system, also the quarterly curated swag and strategy plan. So if that's for you, I invite you in so we can create your plan to gift your way to more leads and sales in 2020. So I appreciate you guys joining me today. Let me see.